Hey, everybody, this is Stu Smith and Jim Edwards. We are doing podcast 184 of the Sales Copywriting and Content Marketing Hacks podcast. And today we are talking strictly about copywriting. And what I mean by that is the one, two, threes of copywriting. These are, we can call them secrets, we could call them rules, but they're different from the way Jim normally teaches it with the hook, story, offer option. Or the other three, what's the other three, Jim? Problem, agitate, solve, right?
Yes.
Those are typical one-liners that we have used through the years to explain what good copywriting needs. But I wanted to go at a different avenue.
Okay.
And because I like those, of course, those are all smart, but there's some underlying one, two, threes that I think we need to know.
Okay. Well, I'm intrigued to Stu. Normally we talk about hook, story, offer, or problem, agitate, solve, or great big promise, or feature, benefit, meaning. It's interesting how they come in threes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but they do.
Well, I wanted to add in another one, two, three because we don't have enough.
Okay.
Right. So let's start off with this one. Number one for rule for sales copy is, you ready?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm ready.
Know your avatar.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. I agree with that. Are we discussing this now? Is this what
Number
we're going to
one,
talk about? Okay.
let's discuss. We'll write it on the board even.
All right.
Number one, know your avatar.
I will use my cool new thingy to have it zoom in. Boom. Look at that. So you want me to take the whole screen so people can see?
Ooh, even better.
Okay. So know your avatar. Okay.
What's that mean?
In a nutshell, instead of doing like a 8-hour class, is that
Right.
what you want? Okay. All right. Okay. So know who they are as far as their identity. Who do they think they are? All right. I'm a e-commerce person. I'm a online marketer. I'm an author. I'm a mom. I'm a dad. I'm a grandpa. What is the identity in the area that you are communicating with them? Who do they want to be? Who do they aspire to be? So if we use the example of a dad might want to be a strong protector, or a realtor might want to be a top producer. So the first steps: know who they are, who they think they are now, and who they want to be after they go through some sort of magical process. Next, you want to know their desires, immediate and long term. You also want to know the pains they're dealing with, the roadblocks that are holding them back, and other hot buttons that are going to allow you to connect with them emotionally in your sales copy. What makes them super excited? What makes them feel love? What makes them really, really scared and keeps them up at night? What makes them really, 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 really mad that you can help them fix? But see, there's an old saying in sales copy of people buy on emotion and justify on logic. Well, if you can't connect with people emotionally, nobody's going to buy from you. So knowing your avatar means knowing who they are so you can talk to them, and knowing what the things are that are going on inside their head so that you can connect with them. This lets you use the language they use. This lets you connect with them emotionally. And until you do that, you are not going to have the level of sales that you want to have.
Perfect.
So,
Do you want to move on to number two?
sure. So I covered number one satisfactorily.
No, that's perfect. That's exactly what I needed you to do.
Okay.
And maybe we
Sure.
can talk about some avatar wizards or genies, at the end of this one.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That are out there to help people. Okay, number 2 is enhance your credibility, aka get your avatar to trust, comma, / need your, just need you. Yeah.
Okay. So
Enhance your cred.
okay. Your avatar needs you. So the avatar doesn't really need you. The avatar sees you. Here's them. All right. Here's what they want. In the middle, there's this gorge. And there's something that's keeping them from being able to get what it is that they want. Your job is to build a bridge across. And you build that bridge with a combination of understanding and then also your product or your service, whatever it is you're selling. And then there's a certain level of credibility that goes into that as well. So the understanding part is the empathy, understanding what their problems are and being able to talk about it in a way that makes them realize, hey, you know what? This dude, this dudette, this man, this lady, this whatever your pronoun or whatever is, they understand me. So now, okay, they understand me, they understand my problem, they understand the issues that I'm dealing with. Who are they to actually offer this to me? You know, if I'm a low producing real estate agent, I want to be a top producing real estate agent. And the person that's saying, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but you know, by the way, I was a top producing car salesman, or I'm good at selling software. Well, all of a sudden there's no real credibility. You might understand my problem, but there's no real credibility for you to help me. So there has to be part of that bridge is the credibility of you're the person who knows what I'm doing. Now, it might be you weren't a real estate agent, but you were a top producing investor. You were an investor who's super successful, and it might be, hey, I'm not going to show you how to do more sales and other stuff in the traditional sense, but I can show you how you can take an investor approach to your retail real estate business and make more money than you ever thought you could make while making commissions on your own sales. Oh crap. Okay, now you got my attention. And then the final element there is the product or service that you're offering to help them get what they want. So in the real estate agent example, you know, the most obvious thing would be, hey, you know, I started out as a crappy real estate agent, discovered a bunch of stuff, developed my own system, went from making $30,000 a year to making $500,000 a year consistently. And I'll show you exactly what I did. I'll give you, you know, I'll give you all my swipe files. I'll give you all my letters. I'll give you all my farming stuff. I'll give you all my bop. And then we just kind of, you know, went from story to the epiphany story. And I just naturally started bridging over into the actual product. But when you're, you know, enhancing your credibility comes down to your story and the results that you've gotten for yourself and other people. Why the avatar needs you, because you understand them, your story jives with their story, and you've got something that's going to help them get what they want.
Perfect.
Give me a hard one, Stu.
Yeah, great way to put, I guess, explain credibility a little more, because credibility can also mean like know your audience, but understanding the journey of your audience,
Sure.
of your avatar, so that can aid in credibility.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
if your story is their story, then that's even better.
100%. 100%. All right, you ready for number 3?
Sure.
All right. So number 3 is, and this is a little bit of a play on problem, agitate, solve, because it
Okay.
uses the word solve in there, but it's fascinate the audience by uniquely solving their problem.
Okay.
Like so much to where somebody says, take my money.
Okay.
I don't need to see any more, just take my money.
Okay. So that's a great, and I should probably write larger. There's all kinds of stuff through my life that I have seen where people talk about, if you want to sell a lot, you got to give people everything they want, everything they need, plus a little bit more. Here, let me watch this, Stu. You ready? This will be fun. Oh, hang on. Let's see if it'll. Okay. So let me walk over here, and I'm going to grab something off of my desk, or from the other set, and so what I'm going to share with you is this. My buddy Dean sent me this, and it's a handbill from 1883 promoting Barnum and Bailey's Jumbo in London. And P.T. Barnum is one of the greatest showmen ever. In
Absolutely.
fact, that was the title of the movie, The Greatest Showman. P.T. Barnum was someone who took stuff that was cool and added spin and hype and fun to it. In fact, Joe Vitale wrote a great book about P.T. Barnum. I believe the title is There's a Customer Born Every Minute. Great book. I highly recommend it. But having that extra element of fun, of excitement, is super, super important. People want to buy an experience. The person that I've heard say it in a way that has resonated, though, with me the most is my buddy Armin Morin, who said your product has to have the holy crap factor. I give Armand credit for coming up with the term holy crap factor. If you really want to stand out, whatever it is that you're doing has to have the holy crap factor. Now, that could be in the form of the UI, user interface. That could be in the form of the result, could be in the form of the timing or speed with which you can get that result. But there's some little something that makes people go, holy crap. And the holy crap is what makes people tell their friends. This is when, the holy crap factor of, holy crap, you will not believe this. You won't believe this article. You won't believe this software. You won't believe this genie. You won't believe this camera. You won't believe this book. You won't believe this video. You won't believe it's like virality made physical. I don't know, it's how else to explain it than when you actually look at something and go, holy crap, that's really cool. Now, some people might say, holy shit, but it's a family show. So my point is that, hey, by the way, if anybody knows how to tell Windows to stop automatically adjusting my audio input value, I'd be really grateful if someone knows how to turn that off. There's just a total aside. If anybody knows how to turn that off, please let me know, because Windows keeps adjusting my freaking input up and down automatically, and there's nothing I can do about it, or that I know of right now.
Yeah.
But this is critical. Um, so the holy crap factor doesn't have to just be in the product, but it can be in the result. What are the testimonials that you get and that you use that make people go holy crap, and when you show them you get all kinds of crazy book sales? To describe one of those testimonials.
I can read one for you right now.
Okay.
Let me just, because I just posted one like yesterday or the day before, because it was what, the 15th. Man, Stu, you were not kidding. The program increased strength and crushed the PST really worked for me, with a link right there. Body weight bench press 185 went from 6 to 15 reps. Did not try 1RM. Squats went from 250 to 325. Deadlift from this. Swim went from 915 to 845. Boom. So push-ups stayed the same. Sit-ups, went up 15 reps, and I went from 15 pull-ups to 22 pull-ups. You delivered big time on this. Thanks. Right. So it's just a real quick uh email that I made a post and put it up on social media with links to the program that he was talking about,
Right.
and that one does really well.
Sure.
It's
And
just all numbers.
yeah, it's like before and after with statistics. But unlike a before and after picture, like with weight loss, which would make somebody go, holy crap, I went from to, that those kind of things. Your target audience, understanding your avatar,
Yeah,
your target audience is obsessed
with those numbers.
with those
Yes,
numbers.
absolutely.
Like those numbers hold their future
Yeah,
in their hands. So them seeing, okay, damn, those numbers, those before numbers sound like where I am, and those after numbers are where I want to be. And this chucklehead did this thing with Stu, and his numbers went from this to this. I mean, people eat, sleep, and drink those numbers.
oh yeah, those numbers
And
matter.
right,
Yep.
so that's the holy crap. It's like, holy crap, that dude did, and he did it in what time frame? Did he say the time frame? How long it took him?
It's a 12-week program, so he didn't say that. I could probably put that in there, but
That's okay.
yeah, yeah.
But that's the key. That the holy crap is as much about knowing and understanding your target audience as anything else too. Because holy crap for one person's like meh for somebody else. It's like I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that matters or not. It's like taking a genie and saying, hey, I can create an entire listicle for you using this genie that's totally targeted at at your avatar, along with not just the listicle, but also a choice of 10 different headlines and a customized call to action based on your product. And we can have that for you in less than 45 seconds. To some people, they're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And other people would be like, meh. So I think, and now we're sliding into Jim and Stu discussing, and you guys are just here. Okay. So this is something, just thinking. All right, asking a question. Okay. Based on my avatar, based on my offer. Okay. Based on what they want. What about my offer or the results I can produce would make people say, holy crap, take my money. No, I'm dead serious right now because we're putting together the offer and everything for copyandcontent.ai
Yep.
and all the stuff that we're doing. But then again, not just that, okay, but thinking about that from the standpoint of the offer, but what about defining that ahead of time for the demo video of each thing? In other words, and Susan, make note of this because my brain's thinking this right now. But what about even an individual genie or a wizard integrating that as part of the planning of the script or the whatever you're doing? Saying, okay, asking the question, because I've never asked that question. Honest to God, I've never asked that question while making a demo video. Maybe subconsciously it was cooking because I've done okay with my demo videos over the years.
Sure.
But if you consciously said, what about the offer, the results that I can produce right here would make people go, holy crap, and then make that the centerpiece of the of whatever copy or video. That is a thought really worth thinking about. So like if you, let's use the example of the killer headline genie. All right. So the killer headline genie will create 10 headlines at a time for you based completely on your avatar, on tons of different tones, angles, writing styles, reading levels. So literally you, by monkeying around with that different stuff, you've got about 3,000 different variables to apply then to your unique avatar variables. So holy crap, it's like having a copywriter with 1,000 years of experience
Damn.
go to work on your headlines and give you a result in 30 seconds.
I love it.
Holy crap. Now, just taking a little extra time to figure out how to identify the holy crap thing, and then a quick way to explain it for them to go, holy crap, could make a massive difference in your results just by you identifying that holy crap factor and communicating it to people. On the flip side, you also, I am learning, have to open your ears and shut your effing mouth and listen when people are telling you what the holy crap factor is. Because sometimes you think you know what it is, but other people are like, here's why it's a holy crap. So, man, my brain, I mean, I feel like I just took 3 shots of Robitussin.
So Vicky says, brilliant. The holy crap wizard.
I, you know, I'm gonna write that down. I don't know how I could do that, but
Take my money wizard.
the holy crap, take my money wizard. So that is a real worthwhile thought to think on, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I agree.
All right. Well, I think I've had enough time at the big board, and I'm
So anyway,
excited.
let's close this up, Jim. That was my 1, 2, 3s of copywriting.
Okay, I like
You
them.
know, it's just a little different approach. I think there's so many elements to good copywriting. I mean, enough to,
Fill a
perhaps
whole book
even write a book about it.
to fill an entire tomb.
Yes. So, to have several, 3 pieces of advice of copywriting, I think is okay.
Awesome. I agree. All right. Well, Stu, that's it for today's episode. Why don't you close us out?
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Sales Copywriting Content Marketing Hacks podcast. Sorry, it trips my tongue every time,
I
Jim.
know it has for
But
180
I,
some
I do
episodes.
appreciate you listening to the Jim and Stu show and the podcast number 184. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel for 185 and another exciting episode of Jim and Stu show. But in the meantime, where can you go to, Jim, to find something about content marketing?
Head on over to my blog, thejimedwardsmethod.com.
Content
We're
marketing
we're we're, we're
scripts?
yeah,
Not quite there yet.
we're working on the rebrand and the redo of the site. It'll
It
be
was
ready soon.
looking really good the other day. I was on it
Yeah,
and used the wizards and genies again, and
yeah.
actually produced something quite nicely out of
Awesome.
one of your genies. And then if you're looking for fitness, you can always find me at stewsmithfitness.com and military.com fitness, where I write 3 articles a week and have done so for the last 20 years. So I literally have 1,000 plus articles out there. And in fact, if you have a question, go to the Google machine, ask it a fitness question, put my name in it, and I probably have answered that question. Give you a challenge out there. Test it out. So, with that, I'm signing off for Jim.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next time. And for elite members, we will see you in about 5 or 6 minutes for the turn content into traffic training. See you in a bit. Bye.